Hey guys, it's been a while, hasn't it? I've got a question for you. Do you think Microsoft and Sony should both release their own gaming handheld with things like the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, the Lenovo Legion Go? You know, this has been a big topic for discussion lately. I've done multiple videos talking about this, but we're going to take a look specifically at an article that discusses 4 reasons why Microsoft and Sony should release their own handheld gaming device in 2024. Let's get into it. I'm pleased to care. Before we get to the video, guys, are you running low on groceries but strapped for time? Well, Instacart is to the rescue. Shop all your favorite stores with just a few taps. Get everything delivered to your door or ready for pickup in as little as an hour. It's super hassle-free. Scan this QR code up here on the right-hand side or follow the link in the description or the top comment to get $10 off your first order. Instacart is literally bringing the store to your door. I really love it, guys. I think you'll love it too. And come on, $10. What are you waiting for? Get $10 off your first order. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Let's go. So, guys, before we get into it, think you check out that Instacart link down below in the video description, top end comment. It is such a great service. We use it for all our grocery deliveries now. The fees are actually pretty reasonable compared to everything else out there. And you can shop everything, not just groceries. It's pretty awesome. Also, check out our X account, Pixel Buys, over on x.com for some amazing tech deals, gaming deals, you name it. Everything techie, awesome, just deals all around. If you want to stay up to date on all the best deals, go check out Pixel Buys on x.com/Pixel Buys. I'll put the link down below for that as well. Anyway, so on to the article. So 4 reasons why Microsoft and Sony should release gaming handhelds in 2024, or right now, tomorrow. Let's do it. Why not? Come on. So this article comes courtesy of PC Mag. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about their key points, and let's just see. And let me know, more importantly, what you think in the comments. Should they release their own gaming handheld? Let's get into it. So the Nintendo Switch and Valve Steam Deck proved there's a market for different spins on portable gaming devices. Now it's time for the industry's 2 other big brands to get in on the action. And I could not agree with that sentiment more. I think, a lot of people were disappointed because of the Portal, because it wasn't a fully handheld portable device. Yes, you can take it out and about, connected to Wi-Fi, and still play PS4, PS5 games, wirelessly. But it's game streaming, and I hate game streaming with a passion. Just because it's pixely, it's stuttery, there's compression artifacts, and obviously it's reliant on a connection, right? So, obviously, Xbox, they're not doing too well in the hardware industry, the hardware business. Obviously, Sony's just taking their lunch, Steam Deck's coming out, you name it. Xbox has a lot to compete with, but their sort of mantra now is just to play Xbox anywhere. If you're on your gaming PC, soon on the PS5, play Xbox wherever you want to play Xbox, right? And I think a handheld would really revitalize Xbox's business, their hardware business especially, and it would obviously reinforce that whole new play Xbox anywhere that they're going for, especially with Game Pass. And a little bit of cloud streaming too, because theirs is actually pretty good. So let's get into the 4 points. So PlayStation Portal left gamers hungry for a PSP 3. Could not agree more. Sony really fumbled when it came to the PlayStation Vita. I think it fell short in so many ways. They obviously tried to dedicate too much time and resources into creating games specific for the PS Vita, right? And obviously they couldn't maintain that. They couldn't sustain that, especially when sales weren't picking up. Obviously it was lacking a bunch of control inputs, didn't have analog triggers, the thumbsticks didn't click down, they were really crappy. They tried to replace that with a touchpad on the back. I like the PS Vita. I really did, but it just fell short in so many ways. And then obviously things now like the Steam Deck have came out, and all these GPD devices and INEO devices, obviously they're providing now and showing that there's a market for a really good handheld out there that has everything that we want, that plays PC games, that has full analog triggers, hall sensor sticks, touchpads, you name it, has a touchscreen, and it's just a proper gaming PC in your hands. It's really, they've really knocked out the park. Kudos to Steam Deck. It's, it's still my favorite handheld device. But there's always space for a PlayStation device. And we've talked about this before with the PSP, a potential new PSP 3 or a PS Vita 2. Please don't call it the PS Vita. Please don't. Call it the PSP. Call it the PSP 2, right? Or the PSP 3 if you want to. Or just give it a new name. Anyways, the PSP, I think that'd be a good name for it. But anyways, the PSP would be a great opportunity for Sony, just in the fact that they can maybe build in like PS4 game support. Imagine being able to play PlayStation 1, the entire back catalog of PlayStation 1, PS2, maybe even PS3. PS3 emulation's actually taken off quite surprisingly. But they had their own custom architecture for that, the PlayStation 3. It was really hard to emulate for the longest time, but they finally, developers and modders eventually finally made a pretty decent PlayStation 3 emulator. And obviously, maybe if PlayStation uses that as a base and then works on it and bake in PlayStation 3 emulation support into this new PSP2, PSP3, it would be amazing. And obviously allow it to run PS4 games as well, or just allow it to run PC games, the full PC library. Why not? Why doesn't Sony just do what Microsoft does, right? And just allow people to play games, whatever games they want, including their own, right? They're still selling games. They're still going to be making money. It doesn't matter where people buy them, as long as they're making money off it. And maybe add a couple of few unique extras as well, in like obviously PS1 support, PS2 support, PS3 support as an additional layer on top of that. That would be really cool. And obviously maybe keep that exclusive to their PlayStation Portable. That'd be really cool. So yeah, from the Game Boy to the Switch, handheld gaming devices have existed for decades, but when Valve introduced the Steam Deck in 2022, it opened the floodgates to a new market of mainstream gaming portables capable of running high-end games, and was soon followed by the Asus ROG Ally, iNeo Next Lite, and the Lenovo Legion Go. But two companies are notably absent in the handheld resurgence: Microsoft and Sony. So let's go down and see their other points. So obviously, PlayStation Portal left gamers hungry for PSP3. We covered that at the start of the video, talking about how the PlayStation Portal doesn't fully replace the PSP or the PlayStation Vita. It's cloud gaming, remote play. Remote play has a bunch of issues. Obviously, it's locked down. You need a really strong internet connection, locally or wirelessly out of the house. And it's just not the same. It's not a good substitute. And when the PlayStation Portal was announced, it wasn't what we were all wanting, right? We wanted a new PSP. And I think instead of having a proprietary sort of system with the PSP, Sony need to make it open for other things as well, but also add their own flavors to it, right? They need to allow it to run PC games. Or do they though? Do they? Would that not hurt them? Sony really sell hardware devices at a loss for the most part and try and make the money up off of their own software store, their own marketplace, right? Maybe they should just lock it down and have their own PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 catalog or whatever, right, on their own system. I just don't think they should pile a bunch of resources and development time into creating unique games for a new device. I think they just need to allow it to play everything, right? Play games in line with what's on the PS5 and PS4 right now. If they can somehow work that around, that would be kind of cool. So yeah, people want a PSP3. Point number 2. There's a thirst for portable Windows gaming. The Steam Deck is a Linux-based machine that runs SteamOS. Although an open platform lets tinkerers tweak to their heart's content, it comes with a few challenges, namely compatibility issues with some Windows games and mods, specifically ones with DRM, right, like online shooters that really have an emphasis on making sure hackers don't hack. Even though that doesn't stop them, let's be honest. That's why new handhelds such as the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go run Windows to ensure full functionality. There's still an Xbox size opening in the handheld market for more Windows-based devices, and if Microsoft was to step into it, the company could develop an Xbox-centric device that rallies its base to purchase an extension of the home consoles. Naturally, an Xbox handheld would run some sort of Windows to give it the compatibility leg over the Steam Deck. A Windows-based machine could even leverage a native Xbox Game Pass app, a platform essential to Microsoft's gaming division. Yes. So, in an interview with The Verge, Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer said, Xbox is their gaming platform and their content business, and Xbox sees its brand and ecosystem as more than just an X-branded machines. Zooming out and looking at Xbox's future business strategies, the company will remain in the hardware business while expanding into new areas, and the best way for Microsoft to fulfill those goals is to own a portable platform that delivers an Xbox gaming experience that its rivals cannot. Amen to that. Obviously, having a handheld Xbox device, giving it all the hardware that we want, and maybe even baking in Xbox Series S support, and I think there's murmurings that that's what they're doing. They're obviously leveraging the power in the Xbox Series S. That's why they've been pushing the Xbox Series S. No, it's not the most powerful Xbox handheld or hardware device out there, but it's pretty easy to shove into a portable form factor and also be able to play all these new AAA releases that they've obviously been working hard to make sure are coming out on the Series S. That would give it a leg up over, obviously, well, the Steam Deck, right? Being able to access and tap into that Xbox library. So that's really cool. And obviously they'll sell Game Pass subscriptions as well. Should they allow Steam on it though? That's the question. So the tech is ready with devices like the Steam Deck and its ilk. You can play Elden Ring, God of War, and other AAA games titles on the go. That said, getting visually demanding games to run on these portables isn't always as simple as downloading the game and pressing the start button. Considerable settings tweaks are needed to make big games look good, run well, and not butcher the battery life in portable devices. And new machines from Microsoft and Sony can leverage the latest advancements for a more seamless experience, and especially with how closely work with AMD, they could obviously do that, and they have a little bit more of an advantage in terms of working with AMD on hardware devices that can maybe give them that little edge over other smaller manufacturers like Steam and Valve and all that, and Asus. DLSS, or deep learning super sampling, is an AI-powered image enhancing technology that lets games run at lower settings while boosting the visual fidelity. DLSS tech is perfect for handhelds, but exclusive to NVIDIA chipsets. Well, you've got FSR, obviously. That's AMD tech. Anyways, rumors that Sony's developing its own DLSS-like technology for the new, yet-to-be-announced PS5 Pro. They are. I mean, it's called FSR. I don't know. The writer of PC Mag should know this, right? AMD's got their own version of it. It's called FSR. And it's on a bunch of different, software tricks and tools to allow it to do something like DLSS. And they will be implementing that into the PS5 Pro, but obviously Sony are probably want to advertise it as a PS5 Pro specific feature, so obviously they could sell more consoles and sell more games, but it's basically just FSR, just rebranded for Sony. This tech would be a perfect fit for a portable PlayStation. Likewise, Microsoft could tap into AMD, its Xbox graphics partner, for the similarly running, functioning Fidelity FX Super Resolution FSR. Okay, so the writer does know about FSR. Good. There's room for multiple successful portables, and there really is. I mean, you've got Nintendo with their own exclusive franchises. You've got PlayStation with their own exclusive franchises, and back catalogs for older systems, and you've got Xbox with their own back catalog of older systems and stuff. They could all add their own flavor. It could be a new console war, if you want to call it that, right? Just like we had with PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox, except now it could be for portable devices that we can take anywhere on the go. I think so many people are moving and going places these days. Some people are staying at home, but having that versatility, being able to take all your games with you wherever, play anywhere, play in the bed, play upstairs, downstairs, dock it to the TV, it's just nice having options, and I think that's why handheld gaming is booming right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. So obviously it mentions here that Nintendo's dominate the handheld gaming market, and the Switch is no different. Currently sitting at 139.36 million sales. It's forecasted to surpass the other two best-selling consoles of all time, the Nintendo DS and the PlayStation 2. Yet Valve Steam Deck still thrives with multiple millions sold. And that's great for hardware that's only been on the market for 2 years and caters to PC gamers. It is. Valve have done knocked it out of the park when it comes to the Steam Deck. So yeah, those are the 4 points. It says, what's next? Nowadays, smartphones, laptops, and tablets are gaming devices, but it's nice to have dedicated systems optimized for digital play. I really don't like mobile gaming. Warzone Mobile came out. I'm a big Warzone player. I just cannot wrap my head around using my thumbs on a touchscreen to really enjoy games. It's just not where it's at for me. When I grew up with the Game Boy, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Mega Drive, PlayStation, obviously, I'm used to that tactile control. I'm used to analog sticks, and I think most people are. I think they've been wanting mobile gaming to surpass everything, right? Via our smartphones, via touchscreen games. It's just not been getting there. It's not getting close to getting there. And there's a lot of reasons for that. We might go into that in another video. Let me know why you think that is. But I think it's just the touchscreen controls. Not everyone wants to buy another accessory to go with their smartphone, right? That's another commitment. A lot of people don't feel like doing that. The market's so fragmented. So having a dedicated device dedicated to actual gaming with thumbsticks and stuff like that, obviously it just makes it easier for consumers, right? And just gives the device a purpose for that one thing, gaming. So yeah, the technology is finally here. Market's ready for the major players to expand upon foundations laid by their enterprise and competition. Should the rumoured Microsoft and Sony portables prove true, the video game industry has exciting times ahead that may reshape how we play our favourite games. Now, kudos to PC Mag for writing this article. Obviously, it's something I've been super excited about and super hyped up about, and I want to know if you are as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Blaze2K. I've been away for a couple of weeks. Just been in a funk lately for a couple of weeks, but we're back now. We're getting back into it, and yeah, come join me. hit subscribe, click like, come follow me on Twitter, or X if you want to call it that, Blaze2KX on X, and also go check out Pixel Buys for all the best dealios. We've also got a website. I'm going to be putting a bit more time into the social media side of things, so come follow me on X, Pixel Buys. Also, maybe get up a Threads account as well if you want it, if you prefer Threads, right? Threads and X, so yeah, come follow us on Pixel Buys on X for some really great deals. And obviously, we'll be doing some giveaways, so stay tuned to my videos here on YouTube and over on Pixel Buys on X or Twitter. And stay up to date on all the updates and giveaways and deals, because it's really cool. And also, go check out Instacart, because Instacart is awesome. And you get $10 off your first order. All right? Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. And come back again. Let's talk about games and tech. Let's go. Before